Hola estudiantes, hoy vamos a hablar sobre verbos en la forma de tú en el tiempo presente. What you are doing. What are you doing? That's what we're going to be talking about today, is what you are doing, verbs in the form of tú or you in the present tense. So let's get started. Just as we learned, MOS is applied to verbs in the NOSOTROS form. S is applied to verbs in the tú form. Okay, so we know some examples of these. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? ¿A dónde vas? Where are you going? And ¿cómo estás? How are you? All of them have an S at the end of the verb because they're all talking about tú, which is the more informal way to say you. We'll learn about the formal way a little later in the year. The letter before the S is determined by the type of infinitive verb. And remember, there are three types. There are AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. They all end with R because they're all infinitive verbs, meaning to do something. So, the three types, AR, ER, and IR, just get two different endings. So this is a little different than in nosotros verbs. The AR verbs get an AS ending, while ER and IR verbs both get an ES ending. Here we're showing the infinitive form and the tú form. So the infinitive AR, like bailar, turns into the you, tú bailas, you dance. A. Bailar turns into bailas. The ER, such as comer verbs, the ER verbs turn into an ES. Okay, so tú comes, you eat. E. Here's the tricky one. IR verbs like escribir also get an ES, just like the ER verbs. So escribir turns into escribes, you write. So E, I, also E, just two endings in the tú form. How would you say you talk? ¿Cómo se dice you talk en español? To talk is hablar. You talk is hablas or tú hablas. Again, the tú is sort of optional here. The S indicates that we're talking about you already, so we don't really need to say tú hablas. We can just say hablas. Another example. ¿Cómo se dice you see en español? To see is ver. You see is tú ves or simply ves. The ER verb gets an ES ending. ¿Cómo se dice you read en español? To read is leer. And you read is lees. ¿Cómo se dice you arrive en español? Remember that to arrive is llegar. You arrive is tú llegas or just llegas. Here's an IR verb. ¿Cómo se dice you live en español? To live is vivir. I hope you remembered that the IR turns into an ES ending. It shares the ending with ER verbs. So you live is tú vives. ¿Cómo se dice you go out en español? Or you leave, salir is to go out or to leave. Sales or tú sales is you go out. It has an ES ending because it's an IR verb. And lastly, ¿cómo se dice you call en español? Llamar is to call. You call is tú llamas or just llamas. That was a quick lesson. I hope that you learned something today. Come prepared to practice tomorrow. Muchas gracias y buenas noches.